Hello, I'm Sandra Razzielli, and I'm here today in Nanaimo, British Columbia, which is on Vancouver Island, where there are a lot of little critters and big critters, a lot of sea life, as you can see by this beautiful mural that shows some of the beauty of the wildlife here. And so I was really excited to find this mural, but then I also saw this wonderful railing, and I thought, what a great opportunity to share with you a little bit about the wildlife here and some movement. So the railing made me think about sharing with you one way to practice a squat, because sometimes squatting can be really challenging if you don't have a counterweight. And today I wanted to share with you how to practice squatting with your shins perpendicular to the floor. There's many different ways to squat, right? You can squat with your knees coming forward, or you can practice squatting with your shins being more perpendicular, which means you have to use more of your back body, which requires a different kind of strength that most of us who grew up sitting in chairs have. So what we're going to do to work on that squat with the perpendicular shin is to take the strap. So if you have a strap or any strap-like thing, fold it in half, take it around the bar, and then I'm taking the loose ends through the rounded end and giving a pull. So already there, I've got some steadiness. So now I can hold onto the strap, lean back a little bit. I like to practice with my feet as parallel as possible. There's a long discussion about that. I won't have that here. But I try to have my feet as parallel as possible. I externally rotate my thighs so my knees are also tracking over my feet, parallel. And then I'm going to lean back. All right, so now I can play with having my shins really perpendicular and find where's that spot. It's kind of challenging. All right. I can play with coming down, keeping my lumbar curve as much as possible. Otherwise, I'll just wind up swinging and kind of landing. But here, I'm actually having to be a little more active. And then I'm going to reach down with my heels to come back up. So another thing to pay attention to when you're moving is what's called bone speed, which means, like it sounds, how fast the bones are moving, but how much are they moving in relationship to each other? So one could bend the knees and then bend the hips, which would sometimes do it even slower, like knees bend and then hips. But what we really want to do is work at doing them at the same time. So notice as my hips hinge, my knees bend simultaneously. And then I come back up again. So one more time. I'm going to hinge at my hips while my knees bend, hang out here a little bit. I like to firm my shoulder blades, lengthen my spine. My torso is going to hinge forward. That's the nature of this movement. Breathe. And then press down with my feet and use my back body, which really is gluteal muscles, hamstrings, to lift back up. So I encourage you to play with this. It actually is a great way to begin to strengthen the back body, as long as you are not feeling any pain in your knees or other places. If so, there's other ways to work up to this, which I hope to describe in later videos. But for now, I'll leave you with learning how to squat by the otters with a rail. Go outside, find things to play with. If you've enjoyed watching this, you can find more at razziyoga.com, and thank you so much for watching.